Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're going to show you how to clean and cook some great Florida key food. Y'all stay tuned. I know some of you guys are saying, well, did he just say key food? Yeah, key food. Yellowtail Snapper and Florida Lobster. You can't get no more Florida keys than those two guys. So here's our beautiful Florida Lobster. So we're going to clean him right now. I'm going to show you how. It's not hard. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in right here under his tail, the base of that vein. I'm just going to make a little cut, shallow cut right through there. So hopefully when we take this tail off, the vein will release and pull out of his tail. Okay? Next thing is we're going to grab him by his carapace up here, and we're just going to go right around that hard shell there, and that tail will just come right out. And some of your guts are going to come out there with it too. Over here we have a pan of water. That is that vein we were talking about. And see, now that I cut it down the end, slides right out. Got that whole vein. Alright, so let's toss it over there. So any of this jelly looking stuff here you want to pull out of there. We'll just rinse them off real good. There you go, there's his tail. Now up here in his head there's a lot of meat too. So, you know, if you get a big ones and you've got tender hands, you're going to want to wear gloves because you can see those spikes. Wow. They're spiky and they're very sharp, especially up here around his eyeballs. So be careful with them. So we want to get these the cluster out. And a nice stiff knife helps for this. You notice I'm not using Bubba Blade today. Bubba Blade's really too flexible to do this efficiently. So I pulled out one of my old ones I had here with a real stiff blade on it, which I really love for years, but the handle broke on it a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to go right up in there. And I'm going in right between the legs. Let me get his legs out of the way so you can see. Right between the legs and the shell, right there. That's where I'm going in. All right, and you just kind of go around in a circle. To get it started, you can just grab it right here, and snap it backwards. Okay, most of your guts will stay in there. And that's a little bit more of the head meat right there. We're going to save that also. This little chunk right here, it goes up to his mandibles. Cut that off with the tip of our knife. Alright, so that's a nice clean piece there. The only thing we have to remove here is these are the gills, just like on a crab. They call them a dead man's fingers. We're going to take those off. Just squeezing them between your thumb and your knife, just like on blue crab. Alright, so we'll finish that up. Get his mouth parts off. Got the same thing on the other side. So the last parts is these big antennae up here, and they got a lot of meat on them too. And believe me, these are the spiky, really spiky, okay? So be careful with them. I mean, really, really spiky. Alright, so we're going to snap the long part, this feeler. I'll snap that off. We don't really need that, and that's spiky too. So here, there's a little joint right there above his tentacle. So you're going to cut that around as far as you can, both of them. So you're going to need tough hands or some gloves here, and just crack that down and pull it out. Big blob of meat on there. Alright, so we could probably open this up a little bit more and we'll get whatever little bits left in this part. It's just a matter of digging it out. Now I toiled over if we were going to leave this guy whole and try to do him for you, or whether we were going to fillet him out. And I'll tell you right now, my favorite way to eat the snapper is deep fried, and that's not going to work with the whole fish. So we're going to go ahead and just carefully fillet him. We definitely do not want to waste any of this beautiful fish. And Yellowtail Snapper are one of the better snappers for me, anyway. I really love the mangrove too. This guy lives out there and eats a little different diet. He's got a lot more delicate and whiter flesh than a mangrove, but he's still delicious, right through the pin bones, up over the ribs. There you go, beautiful fillet of snapper. We'll do the other side the same way, and then we'll take the skin off. Snapper fillets. We used our bubble blade knife there and our Gin brand cut resistant gloves. If you'd like to purchase either one of those items, hey, check out our Amazon store. We got both of them up there for a great price. Make here to go with our fish and lobster is a mango salsa, and right here I have 2 whole mangoes diced. I have a small red onion, about a half a cup of fresh cilantro, another small white onion, 3 diced green onions, and some fire roasted jalapenos and chili pepper. Over here, 1/4 cup of lime juice, and we have some sea salt. So I'm going to start with some sea salt. I'm going to go with that's about a little over a teaspoon, maybe a little more. We're going to need that to counteract this lime. Everybody knows that salt and lime is awesome. It's also going to bring out the sweetness of the mango. I'm sorry. So everything else, we're just going to go ahead and dump it in there. This is kind of a coarsely chopped fresh cilantro. Smells awesome already. Vide onion from our garden. Actually, both of those onions, all these onions are from our garden. Green, red, and vide. And I'm going pretty easy on this, so about 1 tablespoon. That was a fire roasted jalapeno and a fire roasted chili, 1 tablespoon. I tested that earlier and my lips are still burning. So pretty hot. Go ahead and just give it a mix. And the real magic happens. But wow, again, insert smell-o-vision here because that smells awesome. But this is a 1/4 cup key lime juice. We're doing key food today, so we're doing things that traditionally would have been done down there. They grew mangoes down that way for years, still do today. So the last thing we're going to do here with our mango salsa, give it a little stir. It's been chilling now for a couple hours. All right, and then here is all of our lobster meat from the head, the legs, and that carapace. So we're going to go ahead put that right into our mango salsa. We're just going to fold that in and let it start melding together with that yummy goodness of the mango, the onions, cilantro. That's going to be a beautiful accompaniment to our snapper and lobster tail. So it's getting time to eat. So first thing we're going to do here, we got our snapper fillets. We're going to go ahead and run them through some flour, and what I have done is I've seasoned this flour with Seminole swamp seasoning, and this is the low MSG swamp seasoning, a little less salty, no MSG. We'll go ahead and take those out of there, just dredging them with flour. Give them a good coating of that. They're wet right out of the ice there, so it's going to help that flour stick. So we'll give that a couple of minutes. So the next step is we're going to take our fish and we're going to run it through our wash, and that is 2 tablespoons of mayo and 1 egg beaten together. Run through there, let it drip off a little bit. Run the other one through. This is going to give us an awesome crunch on this. We have a little extra piece there. Go ahead and get that too. Lay it back over our platter. Remove our egg mayo wash. So the next thing we're going to do is bring in panko breadcrumbs. This is just some generic store brand. Doesn't have to be anything special. These are plain unseasoned panko breadcrumbs. If you follow Backwoods Gourmet, you've seen us use this a bunch. It's one of my favorite ways to do anything fried. So we're going to toss our fillet in that real good. And what's going to happen is that mixture is going to form a batter all by itself right on those fillets. And when they go in the fryer, they're going to turn out awesome. So time to get our tail ready. Beautiful Florida lobster tail. You know, it's got these little swimmers right down here. It's pretty easy to find the middle of this thing. Not always easy to hold. These spikes are pretty sharp. Okay, but what we want to do is we just want to kind of stab our knife down in there, use some leverage. You can do it both directions. Get it down in there. We'll pop through that hard shell. You need a sharp knife for this, okay? And still, even with a very sharp knife, it's not always the easiest thing to do. Get them there. Oh, spikes are killing me. So let's come around the other side. Help crack that shell just like that. Now we got 2 halves. If you caught any of those pieces in there, just take them off. It's very simple. We just drizzle them with olive oil, extra virgin. Rub that into them real good. So here with the lobster, we're going to go a little different. We're going to go Everglades fish and chicken on this. Very light coat. But this is a really great seasoning for fish and chicken. I'm really digging it. We dig our Seminole Swamp, but you know, you got to change it up once in a while. Those are ready for the grill. All right, folks, time for the plate. It's going to be a big plate. Coming over with a beautiful Yellowtail Snapper fried fillet. Right across that is Florida Spiny Lobster. I'm going to get it to stay there. Over here we got grilled zucchini. Gonna have to rearrange this just a little bit. Let's put those further over that way. And then here's a beautiful shell that I actually got picked up off of Fort DeSoto Beach over on the Gulf. And I'm gonna kind of use that for a dish for our mango lobster salsa. Coming in right here. And God, I wish you guys could smell that. Alright, so just a little bit of cilantro and garnish right there. So there you go. That is Fresh Florida Keyfood by the Backwoods Gourmet. So you guys are always wanting me to try my dish. Here's some of that fried yellowtail. I wish you were here to try that. You know you're getting hungry, right? Here's some of that beautiful lobster tail. I'm just going to pinch a piece off. Oh my God. So let's try our lobster mango salsa. Make sure we get a piece of lobster in there. Wish I was there right now, but we're right here at the Backwoods Gourmet Studio making great videos for you guys. So if you like what we're doing, please hit the like button right down there. To subscribe to our channel, you can do it right here. To see another great Backwoods Gourmet video, it's going to be right up there. And for a whole playlist of cooking, fish, and seafood outdoors, it's going to be right up there. We'll see you next time.